Welcome to the Hebron Global Transformation Initiative. We believe that you can succeed in a rapidly changing world. Join the community of men and women who are striving to be transformed leaders of healthy families, spiritually empowered and financially free. Don't you want to be part of us? Please go on and listen to the message.
We are continuing with phase 2 of our discussion, topical discussion on financial freedom. And one of the elements we indicated in the sources of financial freedom is savings. So then we will have a question here: how do we create savings? How do we go about this? The kind of strategy somebody can use and achieve his financial freedom. So we are saying, in the first place, in the kingdom perspective, saving honors God and serves others. So we have a couple of lists that we want to bring to attention into the discussion. I think you may find one of them that will work for you. So we are saying pay God first. This is a principle for all your earnings, a principle that is biblical, where in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 10, it says, try me with tithes and offerings so that I will open all the gates of heaven with lots of blessings. So this is why we are paying 10% first. 10% is a biblical principle. Why we are doing it is a sign of trustworthy faithfulness. We are being trustworthy. We are faithful because God has given us anything that we have been using in our lives to be able to earn what you earn. So He has given us life, He has given us energy, strength, has given us knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He has given us everything, that the gift of life that you have that you cannot buy anywhere in the market. So that's why we are committed paying 10% and so that we earn all the blessing that comes from Most High. So we'll continue with paying yourself second through a saving in a range of 20%. 20% is a so biblical aspect of saving. It is written in the book of Genesis from chapter 41 going forward to chapter 45, where Joseph was in Egypt and was entrusted with lots of resources in that country. He was a governor. I think he was a prime minister in that country. He was a ruler. He took charge of the economy of Egypt and encouraged everyone and demanded from every individual to bring 10% of their grains, their produce, 20% of their grains, and store them in their silos in the national planned and storehouses, so that the country will survive in the period of scarcity and famine and hunger. So this is also the biblical aspect of saving. So it is good to plan for period of work. In life, there are two seasons. There is the season of abundance and the season of plentiful and bountiful, and there is also the season of scarcity, lack, and inadequacy. So these two situations need to be taken into account when you are implementing this model of financial freedom. So paying yourself 20% is noble, is a good strategy somebody can use and achieve what he wants. So we'll continue with again savings on extra incomes. Extra incomes, the amount of money somebody can add. You can earn through different means. You can receive a bonus maybe at the year end. You can have a mission allowance that you go to carry out a mission at the field, making sure that maybe you have adjusted some transport, communication, and accommodation and feeding. The rest of this amount should be saved at least 80%. 80% is the principle that somebody can use to be able to accumulate the amount of savings. So if you get a bonus of maybe 1 million or 10,000 francs or any other currency on this planet, make sure that this principle of 80% on extra income is respected. So this has worked for many number of years, number of people on this planet, and also work for you. So the principle of 80% is a good principle. try it, use it, and see the gains that you obtain, will see from such kind of arrangement. So we'll continue with again a saving discipline of your future retirement. So future retirement also is a must. It is an aspect that must come in our lives. So we need to think about our retirement. Much as we are still working, we are still energetic and strong. We are getting maybe some incredible benefits and returns on our investments. Every effort that we use, time will come when we will get aged, we will get old enough to the extent that we cannot even have this capacity, the energy, whichever that we need to continue to work as we used to do in our young age. So saving for retirement is a must and must not be avoided. So making the summary of this, if you have 100% of your earnings, 10% is taxes and is your offering and taxes, and then 20% is paying yourself second through a dedicated bank account where you will not tamper with any withdrawals as and when you need it. Again, the 70% that is remaining, you can use 50% for your needs in life, such as clothes, shelter, food, education, and any other thing that is somehow basic. Then you can use 20% if you want for wants. Wants include cars, extra qualifications, advanced items that you need in life. So, and you have to use these ratios as we communicated, the 10%, the 20%, the 50%, and 20% final, which make up 100% of this scheme. This arrangement has worked for a number of people on this world, and it has also worked for me. So I encourage you to continue to read these principles, apply them in life, and you'll be amazed that there will be a difference in life. So I encourage you to continue with such kind of arrangements. So we also continue to discuss about topical issues about the financial freedom. Then we're asking ourselves, how do we go about this savings scheme arrangement? So there are a couple of aspects that we need to bring to attention that will help you to work out and achieve your goal, financial goal. First of all, create an automatic saving to the designated accounts where you are not tempted to use it easily. This is what we are saying. So sometimes if you have this strategy in your life and want to use it in easy way, you may not achieve it. If you want to make saving by taking money from somewhere and put it in your pocket and go to bank and make a saving, and you want to make it a habit, in most cases this scheme may not work. So we're encouraging you to make an understanding or automatic saving arrangement between yourself and the institution where you're saving the money. So this works for many people, and it has also worked for us, and we have at least tried to address some of the problems that we shouldn't have addressed if you had not implemented this strategy. So another one is also paying yourself automatically. As I mentioned in the previous slides, pay yourself with the principle of 20%, where you also have to do it electronically, automatically. So you don't have to touch money physically, so that you stick to your principle, which will work for you in the near future. So we're also saying that you should not touch your hand with your hands in necessary temptations to be able to use money that you would have otherwise saved. So fund your emergency account automatically. So we are saying for you to be safe, to be able to address the emergency which might come on your way, is to have an emergency account. The key principle here, the key strategy that can work for you, is to make sure that at least you have a saving between 6 to 3, going back down to 3 months. So if you are earning 1,000 USD or 1 francs, so it is good for you to make sure that at least 6 months of this earnings should be saved on an emergency account. So one of the other principles that will help also, the saving on this account, on emergency account, should not be a burden in the case if you want to withdraw this money. The way, the easier it is to save the money on the emergency account should be the same, easier way to withdraw this amount of money, to be able to address your concerns. You could have a challenge circumstances that you didn't plan for, and maybe request your money on the emergency account and takes you days, and you have suffered a lot enough. So it is good to have an arrangement with your bank or any other institution that you agreed with to be able to receive easily, as easy as it could be, to get your savings on an emergency account. So again, we are saying that also should also fund your dream account. So nobody in life, many people in life, they do have dreams to implement in the future. Some have the dream to construct schools, others have dreams to construct hospitals, others have dreams to do businesses, others have dreams to maybe to have extra qualifications, professions, and many aspects in life somebody will need to achieve. So we are saying for you to be on a safer side, you have to have also to create a dream account. A dream account will be maybe on a monthly basis, will be depositing some amount of money depending on your earnings and flexibility you have, and then at the end of the day, maybe in the near future, a number of years that you would want this account to rest, you take this money and then you'll be able to fund your dream, as I had discussed. So we are giving examples here. For example, if you begin to save $5 a day, that is $150 per month. That is $1,800 per year. So this amount of money, it appears to be somehow small in terms of daily savings, but it makes a significant impact in the near future. So we also maybe take an advantage where you have a saving spirit of $10 per day. $10 per day if you save it, and that's $300 per month, and then maybe you negotiate with the bank to have this saving account accumulating an interest on your savings. If you're lucky and you have the skill to negotiate with the bank and you're given maybe 10% compounded on a monthly basis, or maybe semi-annual on a quarterly basis, this amount of money can be, you'll be surprised it can be as big as we didn't even expect. So, for example, let us make some small calculations here. For 2 years, saving of $10 per day, that is $300 per month at a 10% compound interest. So in 2 years, you'll be able to earn almost $4,000. For 5 years, you are about $12,000. Then for 10 years, it is about $31,000. 15 years, it is about $62,000. So saving $10 a day is also a scheme, a strategy that can make you achieve your financial freedom if you can be consistent, if you can be trustworthy, if you can be committed, if you make it. Just try it. So in such arrangement, if somebody is lucky and has been successful for 40 years, saving 10% per day, it is amazing. It is almost 2 billion francs and 1.89 million US dollars. So this is a scheme, if it were implemented and you're consistent, committed to such a scheme, that will give you treasures that you couldn't even imagine in your life. So let's continue to discuss the key concepts and investments. One of them is the knowledge we need firsthand. We need knowledge to be able to know where we're investing, where we're putting our money, terms and conditions of the investment, any other challenge that might come on our way. It is wise and it is prudent to be able to understand, master what kind of venture you're about to invest in. So here are a couple of advices somebody would need to have to master before maybe investment decision is taken. So one of the key aspects on these tips is to avoid investments where you have little to gain and much to lose. So an investment where you think you earn little, and if in the event of loss, almost all the investments will disappear. Such kind of investment should be avoided. So, and you also need to have courage and knowledge and experience on what you're doing in terms of multiplication principle of investment. So you need to have sufficient knowledge and experience to be able to ensure that what you're investing in will bring a huge amount of return, and also your capital investment will be recovered. So They also, you need to have a sound judgment and act even when others may hesitate to differ from your own understanding. So it is not, again, a mandatory that you should have to consult much as possible, to the extent that if others are hesitating to invest, you also be bound by such kind of feeling. So it is good to have a conviction in your heart and decide to move forward and make a kind of investment that you continue to monitor. It is likely that you gain a lot of money in this kind of venture if you happen to be bold and you're not dragged down by the fears. So let's continue again to tell you that you need courage so that you have an adequate knowledge and conviction about what you are investing in. So with such kind of feelings, such kind of traits and attitude within yourself will deliver you from the bondage of fear and maybe the fear of being criticized. And at the end, you make it. It can be possible. If it has worked for others, it can also work for you. So don't go easy way. Try even harder way, to the extent that you could do something different from the rest of other individuals who are hesitating and fearful. So we also continue to say that not let anyone else run your business unless you can supervise his performance with adequate care and comprehension. So sometimes you can carry out an investment where you have no control and governance. So if you have no control and ownership of the investment you have, it will be difficult for you to earn a amount of profit out of it. So it is wise and prudent to be able to make an investment decision where you think you have enough control and ownership of the business you're going to run. So it is also good to tell you that successful investing is about managing risk, not avoiding it. So again, there is no business without risks. Until say that the higher the returns, the higher the risks that you may encounter through your investment. So if you are coward or if you are scared of facing risk in terms of investment, so therefore even the returns on such kind of investment will be minimal. So we're also saying that without saving face in the future, no one would ever invest at all. So you have to have trust in your future. You have to believe in what's going on. You have to make some predictions, try to figure out some external factors and risk factors that might hinder you not to continue to invest. So if you're prudent enough and you have done your numbers here, you should not be scared by the risk that is likely to come. So you have to have this kind of faith and be committed to it. So let's saying that to be an investor, you must be a believer in tomorrow. So that tomorrow is better than today. So it is good to have faith in tomorrow. We know that maybe you cannot control tomorrow, but you can plan for it. So if you are a good investor and you have what it takes to plan and figure out all such factors that may bring you down, and then take care of them, and you proceed and earn amount of returns on your investment. So we're also saying that the diversification is also another component that you need to take into account. You need to protect against risk of putting too much money into a single investment. So this is also another advice that we take. We are prepared to communicate to you, indicating that it is not good to put all your treasures in one aspect, in one investment opportunity. So it is good to diversify. It is good to try other fresh opportunities that might come on your way. So we encourage you to continue read these key concepts and guidance, so you'll be able to make a decision that will bring you some returns in the future.